Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world today. I hope you're absolutely amazing. So, just to get you up to speed with the movements of Bitcoin, I just want to first revisit what was said earlier on, I think at the beginning of last month. So, I just want to go to the profile on the 5th of May. We were looking for a potential trend directional change. So that's about 30 days ago. Then on the 8th of May, I was looking to see whether or not Gann's law of vibration was going to be what rejected the price downward. 14th of May, still waiting patiently for this downtrend transition that I saw coming weeks ahead, but it was just taking its sweet time. And then the 22nd of May, we got the confirmations coming in that we were in a downtrend finally. And then on the 29th of May, we confirmed the downtrend, and then we were going to say what was going to happen next. So let me just try and mute this first. There it is. And if you go back and take a look at the video, we got two paths that made themselves known to us. Either a stop to that apex and a regression along the 1/1 line to create an uptrend, or alternatively, a move down to a lower low, right? So it was either going to go to a lower high or travel down the line that it's been on and form a lower low. So let's have a look at what we have here. Okay. Clearly, the market made its decision. Instead of going down in a more graceful tone, it decided just to drop, bang, all the way down here to arc 3, right? So there's the kill zone. There's arc 1. There's arc 2. There's arc 3. I'm very interested to see what happens with price here, because it's going to tell us what happens hereafter, right? And what I mean by that is if it continues to break that low, then we have a downtrend continuation, which is quite insane for some, of course. But if some way there is some form of sideward consolidation and it pulls into this higher low, then we're going to have the beginning of an uptrend. But just because of the course that it's taken, it does seem to be leaning towards a downtrend continuation, which would be very interesting to see from a global economic perspective. As I've been on Twitter all year, and I've seen a lot of bullish sentiment from MicroStrategies, from the guys raging about the American crypto bills being passed by Donald Trump. I can go on with many other lists, but a lot of the Twitter sphere, obviously it's called X.com now, have been suggesting that price is going to rally to 250,000 and then 300,000, and it goes on and on and on. And I have been the one that has been contesting that all year long, saying that that ain't going to happen. We have downtrends in continuation, and having price reverse now is not happening. It's now June. I've been saying this from January. I've been right, as you can tell. Where I kind of got washed around was my downtrend bias. And of course, that showed itself last month when I knew there was going to be this drop, right? I knew it was coming, but I just kept on misapplying something that they call patience. And I knew it was coming, but I just called it too soon. And that kind of washed me around a bit, but here we are. Yeah. So getting to the end of the video, again, what comes next is either a downtrend continuation, and then we'll rebuild the metrics from there, or it somehow finds its way to chop over and consolidate along here to anchor in the next turning point, which is very close, by the way. It's very close to the recent low. So I'm leaning towards a downtrend continuation, so lower lows, sequentially following lower highs, and then it reestablishing itself and then building up from there. Whether it rallies is highly doubtful at this moment. So let me just say to anyone who listened to me back in January when I strongly suggested that anyone who was holding Bitcoin gets out of it. Let's see, it was November, yeah, so it would be somewhere here. Yeah, I'm bearish on Bitcoin, and this was when price was, make sure this is muted, there we go. This was when price was still near 100,000. And now where are we now? 64,000. So for those who sold out, moved your asset to cash, and waiting to buy the low, you're welcome. For those who are still holding, sorry about that. For those who followed my advice and shorted the markets, you're welcome. I'll keep you posted with what happens next. And then, yeah, we'll keep on riding this beautiful, life-changing asset together. All right, that's it for now. Ciao.